Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with a word for today. And the word for today is to eternal life, or life as God has it, Zoe. Jesus is the bread of life. He is the source of life. Those that feed on Jesus will have life. Jesus said to work for the food which gives eternal life, not for the food that only sustains natural life. As in most cases, Jesus takes a very deep and very fundamental truth and expresses it in a simple, metaphorical way so that we can grasp the depth of what he's saying. People have to eat to sustain life. It takes work to produce the food that sustains life. Jesus is the source of all life. He created everything except for himself. He gave life to everything, yet life needs an outside power source to live. This is expressed in the law of thermodynamics. Jesus is that outside power source. Jesus clearly states that there's a temporary life and an eternal life. The choice is ours. To have eternal life, life as God has it, life without end, is not really a choice. It's a lifestyle. It's a series of choices. And the only way to maintain that eternal life is to feed on Jesus, just as the only way to maintain temporary life is to continue to eat. Or we could state it in another way. We must continue to trust Jesus, continue to rely on Jesus, continue to obey Jesus. Now, this lifestyle requires some fundamental daily actions. Surrender to Jesus' rule and reign, submission to Jesus and his commands, alignment to Jesus and his word, responding to his commands, his leading, his guiding, his directing, without debate, without delay, without resistance. And this is work. And this takes effort. And this is a daily effort kind of adventure. It is so simple that anybody can do it because God gives us everything we need to do what he wants us to do, period. Now, it's not easy. It takes work. It takes effort. It's easy to deceive ourselves and get distracted by the temporary. It takes effort to stay focused on and so continuously to the eternal. I find it interesting that Jesus said, unless the Father draws people to Jesus, they cannot come. Jesus also said that the Father wants all who see Jesus, all who believe in Jesus, to have eternal life, life as the Father has it. This indicates to me that God will move heaven and earth to help people see Jesus, believe in Jesus, feed on Jesus, and work for the food that produces eternal life, life as God has it. The question then becomes, how about you and me? Will we work to help people see Jesus, believe in Jesus, feed on Jesus, and work for the food that produces eternal life, life as God has it? The word for today is to eternal life. God bless. Check in tomorrow.